This video is gonna be a banger. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Okay. 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. What is harder?
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so you're
That guy's a ROTC kid. Only some people will get that joke though, but that guy's
So
a
it's
ROTC kid.
dangerous.
listen, bet.
Your job is you would have to actually go to work.
Yo!
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Yo, they're saying a lot of slurs in here, like job and all that shit. It's giving me the egg. I'm not gonna lie.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Oh damn,
So
he
my
gangsta.
argument here is that streaming and
gangsta.
social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties,
Nah,
maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few
no.
phone
Yo,
calls.
Lacey's a
With
master
streaming and
rage
social
baiter.
media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7.
Facts.
No.
That
Facts.
You're a
never
milk
turns off.
carrier. I'm a milk carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man.
A milk
I get treated
carrier?
like shit every motherfucking day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Facts.
people teaching every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it
Facts.
made, man. I wish
Not
I had a
me.
day like y'all.
Not me. Not me. I average 4 viewers, bro. But hey, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to that point, bro.
We
You
don't
feel
have
me?
to go
Wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through-
Oh my
Facts.
God, I have to stream today.
And I got
Yup.
dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have lunch
day.
breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
Facts.
High energy, 24/7.
On God.
You would get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things.
all
Going
of
I'm
to
at home, but
parties, doing
shit.
all this stuff.
I got a slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime.
Sounds like a.
Okay, what about this?
Sounds like you
You're
issue, though.
guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
Yo,
rate here.
nah, Lacey. Yo, bro, why is Lacey actually having a good argument though? Why is he actually having a good argument, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a low key a good argument.
I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed.
Yeah, but he goes
No,
though.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
got to work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
Just
get paid
to
either.
collect.
you don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have
Facts.
people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. We have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If
Bro, you be high energy, bro. Like, oh yeah, guys, look, and then you get off streaming, you're like, oh, I hate my life. So like, I don't know. I kind of with the on the Facebook
streaming
side,
is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are
Ooh.
lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's a homeboys though.
Yeah,
Facts.
you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out.
Homeboy.
I don't give a
Yo,
fuck.
Silky just.
I'ma go out
yo,
there and get that
Silky,
bag.
you gonna let him do
I think
that?
she's got something she wants us to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Valid. Oh, here we go, Mrs. Karen. Fucking Karen over
You
here.
raise your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually
Sarah.
a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
With children every day.
We deal with tens of thousands of children. And
The
Facts.
Lacey's thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey's thugs are?
I can't
A
show out in
dab.
public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture.
Facts.
You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
Do you think
Forever.
this is going to last forever?
I hope
Yeah.
so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being
Oh.
you have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do.
Cry.
Get a
No, I'm asking
trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking
Trigger.
him.
Yeah.
What would you
Thank
do?
you.
If
Thank
you
you.
lost
Thank you,
completely
Ron.
all your YouTubers, You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Whoa! Yo! Censored. Yo, can we?
That's a slur. If
That's a
I did
slur.
lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you
Ooh.
would have to actually go to work.
That's hot as a
You would
bitch.
actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But
and
no,
stuff
he
like that.
lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever.
you're-
He would
you're-
have to turn
yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to
proving
turn
my
around.
point.
Yo,
You're proving my
this is
point on why
crazy.
this is
Rage
harder
bait.
because I could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there.
Facts.
Be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that
I
security.
was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook. You still cook.
still
you go
cook,
for
though.
another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, this is the truth.
Yo, Lacey is a demon, bro. He's a demon, bro. You see that laugh,
You guys
bro?
Take into account. Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post on an Instagram story.
Exactly.
I gotta go find the 4 Loco cans.
Exactly.
I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta
Yeah.
tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the
Ooh,
South.
she got a good job. That's a good job. That's a good job.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South,
Okay.
a whole lot of racism.
Yep.
Like in the 60s and the 50s.
Yep.
People didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So, yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever
You
done
get
it?
spoiled.
Damn.
You get spoiled that your mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
Bro. Oh God, yo, bro, Lacey, bro. No, this is
30
Dead ass.
days straight,
24
hours a day.
day and night. No break.
We all streamed for.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about
exactly.
2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it
you
is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When
clean
have you
your
ever ran-
vomit,
you never ran a
you
3-minute ad?
pass trays,
Ooh.
You're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
facts.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think. Social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
Whoa, yo,
35
stop with
years.
these
What do you
fucking
think harder?
slurs, guys.
24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh no,
Short-handed.
brother.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, bruh.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yeah.
My argument is that you guys, none of you guys.
He's a youngin',
did
bro.
Any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes.
That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
Oh.
I would even go as
Got
far
his
to
ass.
say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked.
He
8
worked
months.
at
I worked
Walmart.
Double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, it's not. She's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
Stable Ronaldo's streams are high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with fans. Known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips on Twitch. He boosts around 3.9 million followers. I didn't even realize this. I'm not gonna lie. I should have read Lacey's thing. 23,000 views per stream. Damn, that's a lot of ad revenue though. Split that with me, bro. Give me 1%. Shit.
Chris,
All right, Chris.
All right,
why do
Chris.
you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay,
Yeah.
and that makes it harder.
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you.
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it
forever.
easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because they're.
Yo, if I just get like if I stream for the whole week and I knew I was gonna get paid on Friday, I'd stream every fucking day, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They got a point with this one.
So you're basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you?
Well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed, and
Not
you
the
don't
snaps.
need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things, like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So
Wait, you could just be on your phone the whole time as well.
Easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one
A 9 to
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at
Yeah.
Foot Locker,
Okay.
working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas.
Yep.
You have to stay relevant.
Oh, we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do
So
you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
you-
even.
Like, bro,
you're not
you-
even- you keep switching it. So why don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is
Bro,
it
that's how
harder
you- that's how you
guaranteed
make a
pay?
point,
I worked
bro.
for 4 years of streaming, I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to
Okay.
get out of your circle. comfort
Tedious.
zone. You need to be able
Streaming
to
is
actually
tedious.
make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much
Okay.
So it's the same thing. So the people that
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true. But you're talking about
Mm.
entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that? I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example.
Yeah,
Is harder than a streamer?
Let's see what he
It
says.
depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity, because
there's
some people
hard-
around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
I wake up at 2,
We
but
deal with
You-
millions
when
of
you're
people.
creating that content
Bro.
and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content,
I'm-
he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work,
look, I caught her ass. She's fucking on some snake shit, bitch. What are you doing, bro? Stop being a fucking snake and say that shit with your fucking chest, pussy. Come on, bruh. Man, they got some fucking snakes in here, bro. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking, like, bro. This guy look like, he built like me, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Oh, my God, bro. Fuck they doing, bro? This shit about to piss me off.
when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
Or
Yeah.
if the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift
Yeah.
and deal with your
Tasks you have to do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal
Yep.
thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff.
The
that
fuck?
Everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that
Yup.
with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye.
What the fuck?
a lot of flags.
What the fuck? You just stop mid-debate. You can't do that.
Lena, and I work as
All
an
right,
executive
bro. Let's see what Ying got to say, chat.
You're right. You're right. She's right.
She's right. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job.
I didn't just laugh.
You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers.
Word.
Off the bat, and I was very young and
Does
I
LA give you that much juice?
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
So I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would have been able to do it without.
Example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money.
Iconic run.
Went super up, and then
Iconic
all of a sudden
run.
it went down. Right. I lost everything. Fell off completely. About to myself. Real story.
Yeah.
This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every month.
I was in the red every single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so
She was a cheater or some shit.
So it's like when you're alone too, and everything's going down.
It's hot as fuck.
Where's my support system?
Why is she so fun? Why is she laughing so much?
I have a question. You said that for the first.
Why
4
is she
years
still
you started
laughing,
streaming,
bro?
You had no income. How are you
The
able
fuck?
to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9 to 5.
So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation.
Yeah,
What
that
was
is.
the 9 to
Yeah.
5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15.
Oh, with your
Do
mom.
you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have
Something on my
certain
mic, bro.
opportunities
Like
to make
dust and
money in
shit.
the first place.
They're waving a
So
lot of
if you didn't
flags.
have
I don't get what the waving flags mean, bro.
Great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Yeah.
It's
How is it not
not.
secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings.
Not in the
to have an
beginning.
audience. And even
Not
if
in
you
the
do lose all
beginning.
your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say
lose,
I lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for
Facts.
decades and they had to go to
So
school.
are we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Adapt is a top tier I can't say this word. Variety streamer. Variety and IRL streamer averaging around 12,000 viewers per stream on Twitch with peaking as high as 445,000 viewers. FaZe Adapt's a key figure in FaZe Clan. He helped shape FaZe brands from its original stage. Thanks. FaZe Adapt is a GOAT, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he says. I'm not gonna lie.
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
College professor. Oh
Doing
fuck.
good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys
W.
do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And if they screw up, they
I mean, he
lose their
gave
job.
us props, though, in
And
the
they
beginning.
always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, you know, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is
Bruh.
not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen. But
Damn,
to be
you getting
able to
hot.
Get that loyal following of people that do follow you.
Yes.
You need to build that over years
Okay.
and years and years
Okay.
and hours of
Facts.
trust
All right.
and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look, the
you don't just
Facts.
fall into 1 million subscribers, 2
Of
million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Facts.
subscribers.
It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys. So
A little
large
bit,
part of it
yeah.
is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever. But at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the
Bro, my
mental
mic is
toll
so
that it
dusty.
takes
Sorry,
dealing
guys.
with people and getting comments and this and that. That's
Sorry,
what
sorry,
everybody
sorry.
deals with. But you don't have to wake
Damn,
up
this mic's
at
dirty.
6 in the morning and
Mad
get
dusty.
to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so
Oh.
I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to-
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular,
Yo.
to Cindy's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know what I'm
yes.
saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old. It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know
Nope.
if anyone in this room could
Nope.
do so.
I don't know if
So
that's
had
something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years.
Why would
right?
it-
And
what?
I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Facts.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people
Damn, my
helping
mic
you?
is mad dusty.
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
Yeah, all of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
Yeah, when I was trick
Was
shotting.
it just you? Like,
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
No.
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
Why is he
And
so
it
mad?
didn't exist. You couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just
a-
talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had
have
to
a
spend
campus to
years
teach.
earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
Whoa.
Come on, guys.
So you just want to
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Bro, streaming is like, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of talent, bro. You gotta do a lot of like, you gotta master different shit. You gotta master the form of clip farming in this day and age. You gotta master the form of like how long to stream, what to say, what not to say. You can't fuck up because you're like, there's a lot of shit that goes into it, Mr. Professor. And I don't think you really have the full shit of it, in my opinion.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective
Vicky.
is coming from
Vicky, you're so icky.
physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys
Oh,
just-
brother.
this is-
I
this
know
is
how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone is
know.
very different.
So wait.
Very different than having.
What the fuck did I do? Vicky, Vicky, what did I do? What did I do to you? Like, that's my question.
Get up in the morning, carry all of your gear.
What's good, Monkey Man? Yo, what's good, twin? What's good, twin? Bro, chat is mad dead, bro. Bro, I fell off, bro. Nobody's coming in to say what's good, bro. I fell off. I haven't streamed in a week.
Hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around. Get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all
What's good, Twin? What's good, Twin? How you been?
Never sit down.
I hear you. I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals.
I'm watching
all day.
9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. What is harder?
So it's dangerous.
Listen,
your job isn't dangerous. Your job isn't physical.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
So listen. So your whole thing. Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not physical. I'm saying that a 9 to 5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a mic.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit
Facts!
You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage.
Come on, man.
No one in here can.
Come on, man.
A 200, Adapt's 200K montage is probably the greatest fucking thing I've ever laid eyes on. He is spinning.
None of you could.
None of you could physically
And you have to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
yes.
It's taking him 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Yo, Swag, W back up.
And then your day is
Let's
never
mo-
done. When
Bro, I
you're
can't
done
watch a
doing that, is
movie.
your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace all of the
Kinda
things that you
ass.
use?
There's a
You
girl
have to
and
clean all of your gear.
like chatting it up, and she is.
When you're done, you're
going-
done.
Damn, what happened?
When you're done, you're done.
These things?
Oh my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample.
Why is Swag here? He's
My montage
unknown
is
now.
fucked.
Cap.
Your main underlining argument here is
He's not unknown. He's
what
not.
you
That's
do is
cap.
physically-
He's still very known.
Day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is
Still very
physically more
known.
taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
She's like,
I
oh
could say the
damn,
same
bro.
thing.
Fuck.
You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't even think she could do a 720 Insta swap, bro. Like,
hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours
guys
a
ever do.
day do you trick shot?
all day.
How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead
Facts.
zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick trip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around
Mm-hmm.
IRL
And get
space,
shot.
Someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
That's true. That's true. Silky's a high energy IRL and GTA 5 streamer known for reactive interactive streams alongside other FaZe members on Twitch. He has around 800,000 followers, average roughly 8,000 to 22,000 views per stream during events like subathons, and peaked at 60K in peak moments. Bro, if I just had 1% of this ad revenue, I could retire my whole family. Take us out of the mud. That's pie? What's that? That's light? Yo. 60K viewers is not light. Librarian.
Very occupational on my last.
I respect the fuck out of librarians, bro.
With elementary school children.
Cause
I have
alright.
been an executive secretary. Legal.
Let me stop talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All that. You know, because it's who you are. That you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
What?
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video
Yo.
who
Yes.
save lives every day.
Yes.
Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out.
I
into
know
the
he's
club.
trolling, but like low key, that is like true. Some people really like some streamers low-key like save their viewers' lives and shit, bro. Like I know y'all watching like me right now, but like, oh my god, like, dude, like if Illis didn't post this TikTok, like I would jump off a cliff in Call of Duty 1080 across the map. Like I know y'all like would do that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just like shows that like y'all fuck with me for real, and I appreciate that for real.
Up at night, staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was having fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
But like, listen though, like, dude, you gotta stream for 4 hours, get off stream, edit, make a YouTube video, make clip. Like, bro, come on, bro. It's not a comparison,
it's like you guys don't do the interaction.
You know what I'm saying,
you don't
chat?
touch people like this.
Okay. Now,
what kind of shit's going on?
Ooh.
Go to the club.
Okay, Silk.
Put some shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But
hungover.
is that
Just
your
get off
choice?
stream. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this life.
That's the thing. We can't.
And that's what's happening now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts, souls, mind. No, you are not.
You know how many names we do today?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I think,
any entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make
real.
you feel better?
When I'm watching
Wait, did it make you feel better?
Then what make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends-
Have you
it
ever
all
been
depends
entertained
on
and
what's
been like,
coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is fake. Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So
me.
now let me.
Okay, well let me answer because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Yeah.
Come on.
So like, when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
Ron cooking. Ron's cooking.
I'm a very social. I'm a very
Ron
social
cooking. Ron cooking.
person.
I ain't gonna lie, Ron's
I'm
cooking.
popular in where I do and where I am.
I
do
I
social
almost
media.
fell back.
What we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You're my
Facts.
childhood."
If I met Adapt chat, I'm literally crying, bro. I'm literally getting on my hands and knees. Bro, like, you don't understand, bro. At the age of 12, bro, I was watching FaZe Adapt, trick shotting on Yemen. Like, bro, this motherfucker changed my life, bro. Like, bro, like, I love that, and I love that, and I love, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Adapt realistically is the GOAT, like, in this whole, like, shit. He's the fucking GOAT. He realistically changed a lot of lives, bro. I ain't gonna lie, no glaze. Nah, you the GOAT?
Like,
Stop
you're
it,
my
man.
child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Stop it, man.
That's,
Stop it.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Have kids come up to me and say these things. So
This motherfucker's the ROTC, chat.
Robbie.
Who knows what ROTC is? Oh my God, stop.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I just
First
said
thing
that.
I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse.
I gotta edit that out.
Because my aunt was. That is the most difficult shit.
Wait, what? Hold on, wait. I gotta remind what he said.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Bonjour.
Oh,
That's French.
That's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard. Because my aunt was.
ROTC
That
is
the
like
most
some
difficult
military, yeah.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your mom
loves
and say that your work is harder?
tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Because
honestly.
she works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
ROTC, yeah.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Band kid. Band
Let me
kid.
ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black.
Damn, that's racist. I
You
just
know why?
realized
Because I'm
that.
black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats.
L1
I used to work
viewer.
at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
Okay, well, Ryan the Great here, by the way. Oh, you're Ryan. What's good,
Is
Ryan?
what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
thanks.
Is what you do fun?
Chat, are my streams fun? Be honest. Are my streams fun? Are my streams fun? Are my streams fun? We gotta wait for the chat to load, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the Twitch delay, we gotta wait for them to, like, type. Watch it. No. Yo, someone ban him. Hell nah. Someone ban that guy. You wish. Someone ban him. Someone ban him.
What isn't fun?
Ban that
Break it down
guy.
for me. What are you doing a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa.
Look at all these horrible chats.
I'm not gonna lie. But
You on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Oh.
Hey, that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No,
hear
no,
this.
no. Listen. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No, let him.
No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
No, okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now I wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Because I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He's ugly. I get that one a lot. I get that one a lot. He's ugly.
Too sometimes. So,
Yeah.
you know.
This, you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face.
Silky got fat.
Now I have to
Silky
game it
got
for
fat is
rivals
crazy.
for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I
Facts.
can't. You know what I'm saying?
Where
You
your
can't just
grills?
do that, right? After I do
They're
that,
coming,
now
they're
I gotta
coming,
see
they're
if I'm
coming.
Playing with somebody. What I'm gonna do?
Coming. I'm gonna get the same one as Silks. Silky Woo.
No content, no money.
Fuck me,
content, no
dude.
money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m. Gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you
fried.
know
You know what's crazy?
My mind is-
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work.
You already did my ear?
I did my work.
This is facts. Yeah, it's time for retirement. Yeah, I know, low key. But no, wait, no, Silky got a point because my friends be complaining that I don't play with them anymore. Bro, I'm sorry, but I just gained for 8 hours on my day. I just streamed for fucking 6 hours, bro. I'm not gonna get off stream to play more video games, bro. That's tiring as fuck. I'm trying to lay in bed and chill, bro. That's what my friends don't understand. But shout out them though, because you know what I'm saying. But like, no, they'll be friends though. They'll be friends.
You got the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
But they just don't understand, bro.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man
rants.
enough rope?
He'll kill himself. Oh.
Kill
No,
himself?
I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Whoa, man.
All right.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to say to you,
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah.
Black auntie, yeah.
You say you don't
Make me some food, auntie.
all about relationships. and
Make me some food.
So when you say shit like that,
You know she cook good
you
too.
mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
That's
said-
fine
I'd
shit.
rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Fuck, dude, this shit is too funny. I'm not gonna lie. This shit. Jason is a fast rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content. Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he's amassed around 1.4 million followers on Twitch, beat that 100K plus subscribers during the subathon, and was briefly second most. Yo, this kind of describes me, but without the numbers and shit. Like energetic gaming, bro. That's me. Comedic content, chat. That's me, bro. That's literally me. That's me. With minus the numbers and shit. Oh, she's coming back? Okay, Jason. I should low-key be there. That describes me. I got 61 followers in 3 months.
9 to 5 is harder.
W.
I mean, fuck.
No! Fuck, Jason, you sold! No! No, bro! No, you sold! You sold! You sold!
I believe.
Yo!
Streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't.
'Cause we love it.
Public relationship
because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I love
Eugene.
so dearly because I chose streaming.
Eugene is home.
So
Never
my
mind. Sakura.
question-
Sakura is home. My fault.
My question,
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again.
Yo, this bitch been laughing the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. This Karen has been laughing the whole fucking time. You could tell you're not going over to her house for Thanksgiving, bro, because she cooked the most blandest shit ever, bro. Potato salad, no bacon, no green bean, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The black woman, of course, the auntie, and then this girl, you would definitely go over to her house for Thanksgiving, bro. I'm gonna play the video. Fuck it.
Harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So
Yeah.
do you love it more than you love that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
It's all good food either way,
So you
only
lost
salt and
human
pepper.
touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch. for the
Stop it,
streaming.
bro. I don't think I've ever ate a
Judge
good.
on
Nah, bro. Let me not be
thousands of
racist.
people's opinions every single
Racist.
day. 9 to 5 person, maybe
But
1, 2, 3.
okay, and the
I was gonna say white people don't cook good food. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm sorry. I've never been to a white person's house and like eat food. I'm like, yummy. No, bro, that's never happened, bro. I'm sorry. I'm scared to eat at white people's houses, bro, because they don't be cooking their shit fully, no seasoning and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro, but I'm scared. I'm generally scared of it.
Your choice? Was that your choice?
You're white. I'm not fucking white.
That's my
Oh my
point.
God, I'm Hungarian.
Was that-
I'm fucking Hungarian. I'm not
You gave
white.
up your
I'm
girlfriend for
European.
streaming. Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
I ain't gonna lie,
You did it
I
for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that
I can tell you're hungry, but we're talking about races.
I pick motion.
Eljo, bro. That's not phony. That's not phony. You're a loser, bro. You're a loser. You're a dead ass a loser, bro.
Lala Costa? Amazing name.
I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's
Earnings.
fuck-ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is
Nah,
what
I'm
I
just
built
trolling, I'm
my
just trolling.
career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
I feel stuck. Yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all
oh,
the time.
it's the same thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
Alright, peace out, Bill.
Because I stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if
Baby,
if
stop.
thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people. You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
followers
gone.
stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
In September 2022, was signed an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first FaZe Clan member to do so. During his tenure on YouTube, Swag achieved significant milestones, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke Squad members. He broke into the top 250 of ranked Warzone 3 ranked. His clinched pivotal victory in Warzone qualifiers, securing $1 million purse with his loadout strategy. Oh, we got the OG baddie. This is the OG fine shit.
Model. But
Ooh.
I've worked since I was at the age
She
of
Russian.
20. I was a gamer too.
Ooh.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making.
In 2025, roughly.
Absolutely, your
Mm,
job
I'd
is
love to be
you
licensed.
just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like
just-
you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No, but
So many.
no.
Whoa.
But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's
Yeah.
basically off.
If you're an
off
IG
pure
model,
talent.
that's easy cake, bro. I could do that shit.
Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like. The
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You,
so
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study?
Dude, they're
what should I
gossiping
do?
to each other in the
Where does
back.
my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's
It's
the
not
jerk.
luck,
He knows
bro.
That's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours
Yeah, no.
That's
yeah,
what we do too.
Yeah,
We go
yeah,
to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think, people who don't have a job, they feel like they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
So you said how many
Can
people
we
of
stop
us
with the
could do it?
slurs,
No,
though,
it's not.
please?
One of
The
a
jump
million,
scared me a
because
little bit.
For whatever
How is
reason.
Stop that.
If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best.
Facts.
So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
Yes,
I
he's
got
one
four-
of the
I got
best.
four questions. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300
He's one of the
people
best.
that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're
Facts.
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
That's skill, bruh.
Is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Facts.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a
worked.
talent. They have
They
a
worked.
talent.
They had a
but
team.
it's-
So what
you
he-
know
They
how many
didn't
talented
spawn
people
in
out
like
there
that,
don't
though.
Get the chance. They don't get the shot at it.
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said.
What he did
I
to get to
said
where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Are people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA?
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just
Fuck is he laughing for, bruh?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to
Bro,
school.
these slurs, bro, I can't.
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on
if that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that?
Yeah, facts.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
We're lucky to wake up in the morning, bro.
And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people.
That's not
there's
Swag's
so many
fault,
talented
though.
actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career.
Facts.
Is there something funny?
Bro, she be laughing the whole time.
Video game.
It's not just a video
See the
game.
dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game
couldn't
and
do
do
it.
what I do.
Oh,
You couldn't do it.
God.
It's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it.
Damn.
Your son's grandkids could never do it.
Damn, Ron, chill. Too much facts. Yo, their old brains can't comprehend. Like, they can't keep up, bro. Chill.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Facts.
Video games is not.
You don't think you don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
That's it's just, I can't argue that because.
So you're telling me that Tens, Spoy, Shroud, they're not fucking talented? Are you out of your mind? What the fuck? Bro, that's just
Could never
insane.
play FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed.
Facts.
Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on
Content creation.
and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation.
That clocked her too.
Don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around.
Oh.
And it's fun, but it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
He
You gotta
clocked.
fight back.
He
You
clocked.
gotta fight back.
He clocked. He clocked her shit. He clocked her shit. Swag still.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed?
Mmm.
taking
That's a
it
good
back.
argument.
That's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same concept. Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody
And
was
so
like,
I
"Oh, let
always
me go to
try
social
to-
media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
I know, but if you lose a job, you
You
can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity.
That
to
is
search for
true.
another one, no?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of, walking through
I
my resume.
uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
Facts.
And did wait,
That's what I'm going through right now, bro.
Didn't get any views.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good
Wait,
at your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go.
one
I go like this. I
9 to
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can
Ah.
master it with, my
But people
my
play.
nephew.
Millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted.
Gifted, bro.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not
Mozart.
a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Like,
Like,
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You
And
couldn't.
win it.
You couldn't. You
Perhaps.
couldn't.
You wouldn't
You
even-
couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't.
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your
qualify?
OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it.
I know.
But
No, that's
But you're
real. That OBS
dismissing
stream key
what
shit is
he
real.
does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill, it's
They
not a
couldn't
talent.
qualify
It's a
for
skill.
attorney.
I
Not
didn't
gonna
say
lie.
it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
own and
how do you
can
know
master.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
That is not the same
Not at a
thing.
professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, so but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level.
Offline
So
Mario
how can you try
Kart,
to
bro.
dismiss it
Equal
and
to
say
Warzone.
It's yours is harder.
What
How do
is-
you know? But
what
how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked a 9 to 5.
Yeah. What
so
does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Facts.
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players? You
I
couldn't.
can also put. I can circle back and give
Do you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what- No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But if
Exactly,
I
you
want,
couldn't, but Excel sheet.
Bro, she's laughing again.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
tell-
talking-
She's
they're just
laughing
talking
again,
jokes.
bro.
These refreshes
As a
don't come to you.
babysitter, I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's give you, so let's pay for
That's
it,
insane.
whatever it is.
Pay,
Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works.
happened?
You pay me, I'll get the job done.
Each 9 to 5 will now give their final thoughts on if streaming is actually more difficult. They're all gonna say no, bruh.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work. You gotta
W.
be on 24/7.
It's
Facts.
difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era.
So
And technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are.
W.
It's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder.
Oh.
And that's what I think.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Wow. And the video ends just like that. It's bullshit, bro. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I was trolling with them. I was obviously on the Facebook side. I'm obviously trolling. I don't think 9 to 5 is easier than streaming, bro. But like, honestly, bro, fuck it. It might be low key. I'm not gonna lie. Stream might be harder. I ain't gonna lie.